It's the year of the premium compact crossover as sales within the segment continue to rise. Every luxury manufacturer is scrambling to ensure they have an entry within this profitable market. This year has already seen the introduction of the Lincoln MKC and the Mercedes-Benz GLA. And not wanting to be left out, Lexus is entering as well with this, the NX. For the North American market, the NX will come in two basic trims, the NX 200T and the NX 300H. The 200T will use an all-new 2-liter turbocharged direct injection 4-cylinder engine, and it will be the first Lexus to use a turbocharged gasoline engine. It makes 235 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, which is more power than the 2-liter turbo found in the Audi Q5, but less than the turbo force found in the BMW X3 and Lincoln MKZ. The NX 300H adopts Lexus hybrid drive system with a 2.5-liter Atkinson cycle engine paired to an electric motor. It's basically the same system as found in the ES 300H, but it makes a little bit less horsepower with a total output at 194 horsepower. The NX 200T will use a conventional 6-speed automatic transmission, while the 300H will use a hybrid CVT. Either engine can be paired to front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but the 300H doesn't have a conventional all-wheel drive system, as it actually adds a third independent electric motor to the back of the vehicle to power the rear wheels. The front-wheel drive 200T is expected to achieve 22 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon on the highway, while the front-wheel drive hybrid should achieve about 35 miles per gallon city and 31 miles per gallon highway. Pricing has not yet been announced and will be revealed closer to the vehicle's release date. The NX is instantly recognizable as a Lexus from the outside. Just like the MKC wears Lincoln's signature split-wing grille, the NX has Lexus's spindle grille mounted to the nose. A choice of two cool LED headlamps, fog lamps, and daytime running lamps surround the grille, while a choice of 17 or 18-inch wheels are available. The NX is built on a modified version of the Toyota RAV4, so it should come as no surprise that the two vehicles are similar in size. In fact, they are the exact same width, while the NX is just over 2 inches longer. Like basically every other Lexus on the market, there will be an NX 200T F Sport, and that includes a mesh grille, a new front bumper, machine-finished wheels, black exterior mirrors, unique interior trim, paddle shifters, and a set of sports seats. Inside, the NX is all about comfort. The front seats have been designed with a low hip point to improve driver comfort as well as increase headroom. Now, the seats used in both the 200T and the 300H are very comfortable, and after hours of driving, you don't feel fatigued or uncomfortable at all. Lexus has added these nice soft knee pads at the side of the center console to rest your leg on without it rubbing or getting sore after long periods of time. As well, this is the first Lexus to use the new remote touch interface that replaces the old computer mouse style setup that a lot of people were not a fan of. It operates very similar to a smartphone. And for those who buy the NX F Sport, there's a digital boost gauge and G-meter found in between the gauge cluster. This item's a little unneeded in a crossover, but it seems that every luxury automaker is determined to make their compact crossover appear sporty. The NX can also be optioned with a power liftgate and power rear folding seats. Now, the rear seats themselves may only offer 36.1 inches of rear legroom, but when you sit back there is so much space, and this vehicle really feels more like a mid-size crossover than a compact. The downside is that behind the rear seats there's only 17.7 cubic feet of cargo space, but when the rear seats are folded, it grows big time to almost 55 cubic feet. Opt for the hybrid and cargo space shrinks by about a cubic foot. 235 horsepower may not sound like a lot of grunt to move a vehicle that weighs in around 4,000 pounds, but it does the job. There's minimal turbo boost, and the 2-liter seems to just go about its business without any fuss. I'd actually prefer if there's just a little bit more sound from it one way or another, but it's just a quiet, smooth engine. Now, if you get the F Sport, there is a knob down by your knees that lets you turn up boost sound, but it's not real turbo boost sound. It's a fake noise to simulate the turbo going on and off boost. Don't think Lexus is just done with this engine at 235 horsepower. We have a feeling it's going to find its way into other vehicles in the future and probably make a lot more power. The F-Sport does improve handling and response to a degree, but I still wouldn't consider it anywhere near the class leaders. Instead, the NX excels at being a comfortable cruising crossover. The suspension is set up to absorb even the biggest bumps, and like I said on the interior, this car drives like it's bigger than a compact. Now, I don't mean it's ungangly and huge to operate. I mean it feels like you got an extra foot of wheelbase to the back and to the sides, as the car just coasts down the road like a big luxury car. It's also really quiet inside. As I said, there's no engine noise, but there's no wind noise either. Now, on these broken up roads around Whistler, BC, I have noticed a lot of tire noise, but I think that has more to do with the bad pavement than the vehicle itself. As should be expected from a modern day premium vehicle, the NX is available with all the latest safety technology. Things like pre-collision warning, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, lane departure, airbags everywhere, reinforced structure, everything to make you feel safe inside. Lexus has done a good job separating the NX from the RAV4, mostly due to the fact it has two unique drivetrains. The NX may not be the sportiest offering in the compact luxury crossover segment, and its interior is just okay, but it does offer a very comfortable ride and a lot of space, and depending on how Lexus decides to price this, it may represent an excellent value in the market.